I feel like Vodou is something that chose me, maybe that I didn't choose per se for myself. It's something that I feel like I've had with me my entire life. When I was a little girl, I was separated from my Haitian side. So as I grew up and reconnected with my Haitian family, things started to come more together for me. And I feel like Vodou is really essentially just connecting with your ancestors, which is something that all of us have. My father is an extremely Christian person, and nothing about that ever made sense to me. The only thing that ever made sense was connecting to my ancestors. They've always been calling me, and I just continued along that path, and then the world just continued to open up for me, and that's why I'm here today. My lave was a life-changing experience. I had no idea what to expect, to be honest with you, and I went through a range of different emotions. At first, you know, it starts like a ceremony and you're thinking, all right, cool, this is gonna be easy, and then it gets really, really hard, and as you couche, your mind takes you everywhere. To me, what I took from it is that your lave tête is the way that you prove your dedication to the loi. You're going to suffer a lot, and when it's finished, you're going to be a brand new person, and everything was worth it. And I don't know how much more I can say, but it went amazing. I've noticed a lot of things opening up for me. I've started to notice the ways in that I have special powers, I guess you could say. I've noticed my connection to my roots, my connection to my family, my connection to my ancestors, my connection to the loi has just gotten stronger and stronger. And every day in my daily life, I notice the loi, or I hear what they're telling me, and it just gets stronger and stronger each day that passes. You suffer internally, you're going to experience a lot of things that you have never experienced before. For me, it was sleeping on the ground in a room that's very hot, and it's you're forced to just sit there and receive messages and think about things about yourself, and also connect with the loi. And it's over such a time period, you kind of go through every range of emotion. So it is very difficult to make it through, to receive all the messages. But once you actually go through the lave tête, it's like everything was worth it, because all that suffering that you did internally to prove your dedication and love to the loi becomes very apparent and very worth it, because I have a whole new understanding about myself, and also the spirits that I serve, and also my ancestors who are very proud of me and how far I have come. I feel like Mètrès was chosen for me. I always say this because I've seen Mètrès before. I've seen her at concerts, I've seen her in public, and there was always a light about her that drew me to her. So people always say that your ancestors are what leads you to Vodou, and when the time is right, you will find the right teacher. So one day, a few years later, I saw her picture, and she was saying that she was coming to the United States and taking on new readings. And when I saw that, I said, I know her. And I was at that point in my journey where I felt like I needed that reading, so I emailed her immediately. And Mètrès is a one-of-a-kind manbo. She is an amazing teacher. Laku, Mètrès La Couronne is unlike any other organization that I've ever seen. Not only are we learning and connecting and growing spiritually, but we're also helping to educate our community about voodoo and to end the demonization, which to me is the most important part, because I'm tired of people just calling us the devil all the time. That is not the case. So to me, Laku is the only place that I feel is right. And I feel extremely blessed to be a part of it. The best way to connect with the loi if you're starting is to meditate. We call it channeling, but essentially it's meditation. What you would do is you would find a nice quiet place. If you choose to use a candle, you may, and you meditate and you call upon the ancestors or the loi that you'd like to communicate with, and you wait until you receive a message, and it will come. And just continue to we call it jeter glow, ask for passage from Legba, and continue to speak to your ancestors and ask for their guidance, and they will come to you. I'd have to say today would be the most amazing thing after completing my lave tête, and when my Mètrès came to me and manifested my body, it was the most amazing thing I ever experienced in my entire life. And aside from it making everything in my life make sense, I feel like I'm finally, that never happened before, so I can see the growth and feel the growth and understand that I'm on the right path and I'm continuing to grow in voodoo. I've noticed a lot of growth for myself spiritually. My connections have become much more intense. I have a closer relationship with my ancestors and also many loi. I now know who my Mètrès is, and my whole entire life makes complete sense now. As far as continuing to grow, I will just keep channeling, my biggest thing is going to be learning Creole all the way, because that's obviously a huge part, but every day I feel like I get stronger and stronger in my journey. I would say don't be afraid. The biggest thing for myself and for most of my sisters and other people, especially for Haitians, is that it's such a deeply rooted part of our culture, but for some reason everybody is scared of it, is scared of finding it, scared of reconnecting with their ancestors. I would say don't be afraid. There's absolutely nothing evil about voodoo, and everybody should be connected to their ancestors. So I'll leave it at that. Don't be afraid. Call to them. They will always be there to have your back, to help guide you and help you through life. So never underestimate their powers. Ay bobo.